So good morning, everybody, and it's amazing. Yes, about the right mindset for Web3. I am Raji Matthew, Web3 educator, which will be taking you through this session. So we talk about the right mindset for Web3. It simply means the right mindset for the evolution which we are in, and it's no more the future. It is what is happening currently and what is happening right now. So we are going through this mindset, and it's more important than any other thing we'll be learning in this webinar, which is the future work. I'm glad to be your host and also to be taking this session. This session breaks down why Web3 is important and also how to scale in Web3, how to make the most out of Web3, and how to be the pioneer of Web3 itself. So welcome to our Monday session, 8 p.m. The right mindset for Web3. Let's go into the why mindset matters. Web3 is still early and it's evolving. You also understand that we have not explored the use case of Web3. Web3 concept is just still growing. So we are, and I can say we are still very early. And the truth be said, success depends more on mindset than technical skills. Because without the right mindset, we can't have the right work environment and also the right solutions to evolve. We are going to be having broken system and reason why we should still have another solution attached to the solution which we are providing right now. So look at it in this aspect. If we don't have the right mindset in this stage of this early Web3 adoption, we are going to be missing a lot, and we are not going to be exploring the use case of Web3 in detail. Also, your approach determines whether you thrive or you burn out. We can see this in different workforce, because I would like to use the workforce aspect. That's where we are majorly targeting in future work. Without the right structure, without the right habits, you easily burn out. Even if you're working on a remote job, without a right structure to keep yourself floating, you easily burn out. These structures helps individuals to strive. So your approach is important. Also, your approach is important for you to scale. Let me come again. Your approach is important for you to scale. Your approach determines how much and how well you are going to take charge in the Web3 evolving space. Let's move to the next slide. Curiosity over FOMO. Now, we can understand that curiosity is trying to know more, eager to know more, eager to know better, eager to get more information, eager to be not everywhere, but be the best at what you do. So curiosity is important. It drives about knowledge, understanding, and also wisdom. But FOMO makes people have setback, not wanting to understand reason why a certain thing is like this, or why do we need this certain thing at this certain time. We know in the every evolution, we always have hype, which is important for the adoption of every evolution. Now, you can see from the evolution of the Web 2 to from Web 1 to Web 2, people who chase hype during that session burn out. They actually miss it on a lot of stuff. Like for instance, when Bitcoin came to limelight, someone sold his BTC, that is Bitcoin, for pizza. Imagine selling one Bitcoin worth millions of dollars for one pizza. The person just chased a quick gain. Now focus on learning first, because without learning structures, you can't know and do the most. That's where us come in to create resources for people to learn. Without learning, you can't understand the right tech, the right direction to go. For instance, you can't wake up and be a professional makeup artist. You have to go through that process of learning, researching, and also doing your own personal homework to be the best version in that skill. Same way it is in Web3. You have to learn, you have to research, You have to join webinars like this to meet, to be the best, and also to understand what you're doing. Now, we talk about experiment. We can fail small and learn big, because experimenting a particular concept helps you to understand, but that's where risk management comes in, so that you don't lose out your portfolio and get easily burned out. So we experiment, we learn from our mistakes, and we get better. So that being said, let's head to the second slide. Community over competition. We all know community, and we all know community is important because community gives you opportunity to a lot of people. But what Web3 do, or what Web3 is doing right now, it breaks the regional barrier. You're not just communicating with people in your region, but you are opportunity to communicate with people all over the world. So you're not just communicating with someone in your country, but you're able to network and grow your influence to people outside your country. That is, it is breaking regional barrier. Web3 is built on collaboration. Whatever tech is on the high side in Web2 right now, you can see they are collaborating with other projects to push this narrative forward. Now, what is DAO? DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. Example of a DAO is Alpha DAO, which power this webinar future work. We also know about open source projects, which are open to anybody to contribute. For instance, now, if a platform is an open source platform and you feel, okay, I can design this front page to look more interactive for user experience, it's open for you to create that type of front page and ship it out for voting. We also have shared ownership in the Web3 aspect. Shared ownership is simply explained that there is no central authority that authorizes anything, but the system, it is decentralized. That means it is the voting power is shared within everyone on the network. So in Web3, shared ownership is a normal thing. Now, finding your tribe is important because with your tribe, you have people you can vibe with, be in contact with, share ideas with, and grow with. Your tribes help you grow, explore your skills, and be the best version of yourself. Building together is important because you can't build anything alone. If you are banking on building anything just yourself, I'll tell you sincerely, you can't build anything by yourself. You can only build with people. Now, next slide. Patience and experimentation. A lot of people don't have patience in the space. A quick downside, they get scared and jump out. So the space move fast, but growth takes time. That's why you have to be patient with the new version of yourself. You can't rush something you are growing into, but the space also move fast. How do you manage a space that move fast and growing steadily? It is simple. You simply test and try new tools. You explore other projects just to stay in the flow of the I'm trying to use a good word, in the flow of the space, so that you won't be left out on information. So that's where your researching comes about. You research a lot about many things, but you don't jump from one place to another place. You take it step by step. You avoid shortcuts, like trying to make quick gains, quick money. Those are high risk stuff. So you don't try high risk stuff. You calculate your risks and also use risk management. You embrace the process. For every evolution, there's a process of growth. Even if you're trying to become a good accountant in real life or Web2, as we say, you also know that there's a process to everything. You learn, you grow step by step, you meet some milestone, you grow a milestone, you meet some milestone, you celebrate your milestone, you move to the next milestone. So that's it. So patience and experimentation works hand in hand in Web3. Security can never be, we can never look down on security, because it's important to know that if you're not secure, you tend to lose a lot of things. You can be earning $1 million with just a security breach, you might lose everything. So Web3 give you the opportunity to own your bank, but you have to protect your wallet and keys. They are very, very important. If you don't protect your wallet and keys, you are going to lose your phone. It's not like the Web2 parts where you have to input your username, your username, your email address, your your country credentials. Here we just use a wallet address, and to sign in your wallet, there are secret keys which is assigned to a particular wallet. That secret keys, no other person can have that secret key. Only if it is given to the person by you, or you have written it somewhere, the person can see it. So you protect your wallet key so nobody can get into it, and you don't forget your wallet key. On some platform, it is 12 words which are joined together. Some is 24, some is for private key, it is numbers and alphabets written. So those are combinations of numbers that form an encrypted password to a specific wallet. And why I call it wallet is whatever thing you don't need to put your credential is a decentralized application or wallet. You have to put your personal details to verify you're a certain person. It is not a decentralized wallet. So you verify before you click. I'll tell you a simple story. There's a certain time when someone sent me a job and wanted to hire me for the role of project manager. Then he sent me a link to sign up for the role, and we are going to have a meeting. I was skeptical about the offer because the offer was too nice, which wasn't bad because I was worth it. But the problem was the rush. The person was trying to rush me to quickly sign up that so I wouldn't miss the opportunity. Then what I did was I was like, why are you rushing me? Because you want to offer me a job. Why are you rushing me? I don't need to be rushed to get a job. You understand? So what I did was I took this link to ChatGPT, then I input the link and tell ChatGPT to check the domain and let me know if this link is safe to click. I found that this link was a phishing link, which if I had clicked, it would have hacked my system because he was so specific on me using my system to sign up, not using my phone to sign up. And I was like, if I'm signing up for a meeting, I don't need to use my phone. So that's all. So you have to verify before you click. You verify. You can trust, but always verify. Build value and don't just consume. Building value is important because we tend to see a lot of people just being consumer of the tech itself. We have to not just be consumer, but also be building value. That's where the educational aspect comes in, so that we can understand what is important to build and also what we stand to gain from building. So from my slide, you can see Web3 rewards contributors, not just people who consume, but as a contributor, you end to end. Even we have roles for artists, developers, marketers, community builders, and all. It is important to know that these roles are just few of the roles in Web3. We have a lot of roles for contributors. You have to build value to make the most out of any evolution. If you're not building value, you can't make the most out of any evolution. Now, it's now a personal question. You have to ask, what value can I create here? Whatever way you find yourself, you always ask yourself, what value can I create here? Think long term is important because if you are just doing short gain, you won't make the most out of it. For instance, when I was into growth strategist, I was opportune to take a project from 1,000 members to 2,000 active members. The part where I want to bring up is I was working for a project which got robbed. When I mean robbed means the project founder took the money and closed down the project without my knowledge. It was painful because we actually have raised a certain amount of token, liquidity in the token. We have raised a certain amount of liquidity in token. And just to find out that the founder closed down the Discord and deleted the Twitter. But the thing the founder does not understand is I had already prepared people which will create NFT art for the project, which I was already seeing long-term gains in what we are building, long-term community growth in what we are building. Not just building to just get a short-term money, but to grow a project itself. Innovation. It's important to know innovation will remain. So always play the marathon, not sprint. You can build in milestone, but always know one important fact: innovation will remain. So either you're playing the marathon or you just want the sprint and not get the most of this innovation. So this being said, I would say welcome to Web3. Stay curious, protect yourself, build with others, and play the long-term goal. You can see growth comes bit by bit. You can't cheat growth. You have to grow bit by bit. That's how we grow in space. This being said, it's been an amazing time talking to you. Just to wrap up this session, we talked about the right mindset for Web3. Then we talk about why mindset matters. We also talk about curiosity over FOMO, which is important to learn. We talk about community over competition, patience and experiment. You need it for growth. Security first. I would love to teach people in the next class about security, how to be safe in the Web3 space. Build value, don't just consume. Because we have a lot of consumer, but people that build value tend to earn more. And most importantly, you don't need to be a founder before you can build value. You can be part of the project and also contribute to the growth of the project to build value. Think long term, not just short term. And last part, welcome to Web3. So see you in next class. It's been an amazing time speaking and looking forward to success story from this webinar and growth. It's still only one Raji Matthew, your educator, and catch you in the next class, 8 p.m. Monday, but we have Wednesday, 8 p.m. for skills acquisition. Take care. Have a lovely night.